So today's workout is lengthening, strengthening, stretching, a whole bunch of stuff like that. We're going to try to get everything in today, but we'll start off with some nice gentle stretches and then do some core and legs, but a little bit gentler of a flow than the last time. So you're going to start with one red with your gear bar in the middle. You're going to come into like a child's pose. So feet together, knees wide. Hold on to the foot bar, just push out and drop down. And then inhale, open the chest, open the heart, come all the way up, arch that spine, relax the shoulders, and then push away, down. And again, let's lift and stretch. Keep the shoulders down away from the ears. And lower. Flow it with your breath. One more. Inhale. Bring it up. And exhale. Down. Slide that right hand in the middle of the foot bar. Push away and reach your left hand over to the other side. Push and maybe even look underneath that right underarm. Just get a nice lateral stretch. Bring it back to the center. And then push the other way. Stretch. And then bring it back to the center. We're going to stay on that one rep. Let's push that back foot into a nice lunge here. Hold there. Then when you feel like you need to release that, you're going to bring it forward, straighten, and push back. You can go as far back as you like here. Send the breath into that right hamstring. And then again, bend in. And then if you want to go a little bit deeper, you're going to take that left hand down, reach with the right, looking up towards the right thumb. And then bring it back down, straighten the legs again, push back. And same thing, you can do a little twist up. And then bring the hand down, bring it back. Step to the other side of the machine. Come into your lunge first. Stretch it back. And then straighten that leg. Stretch the hamstring. And then come back, and we're going to go back into that lunge. Push back. If you want to make it a little bit more, you bring that right hand down. You're going to feel like you need to use a little bit more of those legs and twist up. Then bring the head down, straighten the leg, and then maybe we stretch. Oops, we're going to stretch up this way, sorry. Up, away from the reformer. And then bring it back to the center. Let's come down. 2 reds, 1 blue. And then lie on your back. Let's wake up those leg muscles. Heels on the bar. And you're just going to push out and in. Nice and gentle here, out and in, which is activating into those leg muscles. Exhale when you go out. pulses. In. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Stretch all the way out. And then bring the balls of the feet onto the bar. And let's just bend one knee and lengthen the other heel down. Just stretch those calf muscles. And then bend again, other leg, stretch that calf. Just do that a few times. Out and out. Both heels up, both heels down, both heels up and down, lift and down. One more and low. Bend those knees. Come all the way back in. Keep the balls of the feet onto the bar and have your feet out at your hip width. And out and in. 20 reps like this and 10 pulses. If the tension doesn't seem enough for you or it's too much, you can always lessen. You can go down to 2 reps or you can go up to 3 reps. 20 reps like this. Little pulses. Stretch out. And then bring it back to the center. And we're going to lift up. Okay. Let's stay, we're going to drop it to 1 red now. Straddle the machine. Keep your hips back, and let's push forward here. Relax your shoulders down away from the ears, roll it up, and then push away again. Roll it up. Push, just a little spinal mobility, helping to open out those shoulders a little bit too. Up and out. One more. Roll. And push it out. Come all the way back up. And let's come onto our knees here. So you could bring, let's get the platform on. Platform is going to come on. We're going to step the right foot forward. So my left foot is against the left headrest. And I'm going to push away here. So it's a supported lunge. You know, hold on to here and push this away. So you might feel the opening in the left hip flexor. Pull it back in, and now let's stretch those quads out. So you're going to lift this. If you can, you're going to grab onto that. You can push back. You can hold it. It probably makes more sense to hold it with the left hand. Push away with the right. You should feel that quad on the left. You can gently stretch back. And then bring it back to the center. And now push that foot against the headrest again. You're going to straighten. You can even push against the lip of the long box. Push and stretch forward. If you want more, bring your hands back a little bit to stretch it. And then bring it back in. Now you can stay here with this. If you want to go deeper, I'll show you both ways. So you can just start straightening both legs and stretching as far as you like. If you wanted to, you could do it this way too. It's a little bit more of a stretch that way. It's really going to get the hamstrings. Either way is fine. Just breathe there. It's a deep, 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 deep stretch for those hamstrings. Even the quad on the left too. Bring it all the way back in. Drop those knees down. And then we'll push the right foot against. Left on. I even push my shin up against here just so I have a little bit more stability. So we're going to push back first. Push back, and you'll feel that opening in the right hip flexor here. Just stay with your breath. Long, deep breaths here. Bring it back in, and then you take that foot up. I'm going to grab on with that right hand. You can push back and start pulling here. Should feel that quad start to release here. Bring it back in. And then we'll push back. Bring your heel on the lip of the platform. Push back, straighten that leg, shift your hip. Stretch your hamstring. And then bring it back. And then you're either going to stretch both legs this way here. Bring your hands down too if you want more. Or you go up on the top, with your left foot on the foot bar. Breathe. And then bring it back in. And then let's take, I think it's a blue here. Let's try it. Drop your foot bar down to the first step. Just always test it and make sure it's in there properly. Yes. Let's do one red, one blue. So this is a downward facing dog. If you find that all the way down is too much, lift it another step. You can go in the middle too. You're just going to push back, downward dog. So the feet, the heels are against, or you can draw them down like this, however you feel better. I like to do it like this, but it's up to you. Push back. Roll your shoulders away from your ears. So as much as this might feel like a little bit of work in those shoulders, if you really try to draw the shoulders away from the ears, you should feel a nice release in those arms. And then look forward, step the right foot in between the hands, turn the left toes open. So they're aligned. If you want, you can even move your foot so you're up against the foot bar. Just be careful you don't slide. Bring it here. So this is like a warrior 2 here. We're going to bring the arm down, stretch up and over. Inhale, bring it up. And then bring it back here. You're going to straighten the leg and bend it. Straighten, bend. Lift, down, lift, down. 3, 2, and 1. Straighten both legs, hold on to the bar, and push back as far as you like. Bring that hand down. Bring the carriage in, you're going to step back to your downward dog. Push those hips back. Roll the shoulders away from the ears. And then look forward, you're going to step that left foot in between the hands, turn the right toes open. Find that warrior 2 lunge. Push back, keep your core nice and tight here. And then bring it down, reach it up. Stretch. Stay with your breath. Bring it up, inhale. Bring it back. Lift. Down. Lift. Down. Breathe. Straighten both legs now and come into that triangle. Grab that strap. Push back for more. Bring the hand down. Carefully turn those feet. Come back into your downward facing dog. Push it back. And then come down to those knees. Child's pose, stretch it back. Come all the way up. Open those arms a little bit. So we're going to go down to one blue, gear bar closest to the carriage. You're going to grab your straps. So I would go on the big loops, just so it's super, super light tension. You could even do this sitting down. Just be careful here when you're on your knees. We have to engage the core. We have to tuck the tailbone in a little bit. We have to just keep that contracted and move slowly. So you're just going to lift, open, let your shoulders retract here. Hold, and then bring it down. Up, come just to shoulder height. And when you come back, let them squeeze back. And down. So when you bring them back behind, this is a little bit of work here, not too much, but this is what we're looking for, that nice release for the shoulders. Up, open, stretch it, bring it down. A few more, up, open it out, and bring it down. And now bring the arms up. So it's got tension in here. You have to use your core, but just gently allow those arms to pull back a little bit. Back just a touch to retract. One more. Bring it back down and lower. Roll up. Change to one red. You can keep the gear bar where it is. Just one red. You're going to get your long box. One red, foot bar all the way up. Grab the long box. And the long box comes on long ways. So this one's really nice for opening up the spine and also the shoulders. So come onto your belly. Once you're settled on, boobs will be on, legs can be straight or bent. Grab on to the foot bar. Push away with your head looking down at the straps. Come all the way up, stretch that spine, lift it. Push away. Relax those shoulders as you come up. Relax that lower back, relax your glutes. push back. Coming up, stretch it. Release. A few more. Extend that spine, lift it. Release it back. Last one, up. And out. Bring the arms in. Come off the machine. And then just round that spine. So I'm just kind of holding on it. Just rounding to counterbalance what we just did. Now let's take the long box off. And we'll stay gear bar first position closest to the carriage. Change to one blue. So hands on the foot bar, knees right up at the top. You're going to push away and drop down to a knee plank. Tuck that tailbone under. Slightly push away. You should feel your core engage here. And then you're going to round your spine. Puff up your back. Contract your abs. And then bring it back down. Round it. Puff up that back. Pull. So as much as this is ab work, this is actually nice spinal mobility. So it'll help to keep that spine mobile. Keep tension out of the lower back. And down. Round it, round it, round it. Contract the abs. So we're going to do 12 of these. Drop slow. We don't want to feel that lower back here. Move slowly. Tuck your tailbone between your legs. Almost there. Come back to plank. Pull the knees in. Bend back. Come all the way in. Move that gear bar back to the middle and put on your red. And put on your blue. One red, one blue, gear bar in the middle. Drop the foot bar down one step. If you did it before on the lowest one, you could if that felt good. This one, a little bit easier. If you're trying to release the shoulders, you probably go on this one. Come back to your downward facing dog. Push away. So it's going to be a push because we've got heavier tension on here. Just push to a plank. And then back to that downward dog. Roll the shoulders away from the ears. Pull it back in. Drop the heels. And then just bring your hips back. Stretch your hamstrings here. Don't pull too much on this because it is going to lift. Just use it for a little bit of leverage. So this is going to, again, help to stretch out those shoulders because we're using that energy from the arms. Pull. You might even feel it all the way down here to your lats. And then slide that right hand in the middle. Take the left hand off And actually use the reformer. Twist your body underneath, looking up towards that right underarm. So you can see here, I'm grabbing this. I'm actually grabbing and really pulling. So I'm going to get that nice twist all the way through. Bring it back to the center. Now take that left hand in the center. Grab a hold of that left side of the reformer with the right hand. Pull. Bring it back to the center. Let's come down. You're going to lift your foot bar up all the way. Now it depends on how much you want to work here. We're going to put our feet in the straps, and we're going to do some nice leg circles and things like that, which are going to work our legs, absolutely. But if you want to take this more of a stretch, probably I would say stay on one red and one blue. If you want to go a little bit heavier, you can go 2 reds and a blue, or even just 2 reds. That will make it a little bit more intense for you. So up to you how heavy you want to go. Usually when I do these, I do 2 reds and a blue. That would be the setting for a nice leg workout. So if you want to scale it back a little bit, try on the 2 reds and see how that feels, and then we can always adjust from there. So you're going to lie on your back, grab your straps, and lay back. So we're going to put the feet in the big loop. So push away, 1 foot in each strap. Make sure you're in your imprint. Turn the toes out. You're going to flex as you come in, and then exhale, point the toes as they go up. So the feet are in a V position, like a ballet first position. Press out, point through those toes. Engage your lower abdominals here. Flex the knees and come back in. Exhale, press out and extend. Inhale, pull it back. Push. And in. So this is nice to open and work those hips and glutes, but also mobility in those hips. Lower abdominal work here. Fire those lower abs as you push away. Inhale, bring it back. Exhale, press it out. Let's do 3 more. About 10 or 12 of these. Parallel the feet in. Lift up to 90 degrees. And then exhale, push down. Lift up 90. Push down. Use those lower abdominals and the hamstrings to go down. Eight of these. Make sure you're only going down as low as you can keep your back completely flat. And then we're going to take it right into our leg circles. So you're going to go down, open, circle back. Exhale, press it down, open, circle out, bring it back. We're going to do 15 circles one way, 15 circles the other way. Focus on those lower abdominals. If you're feeling like it's too much work and you want it more of a stretch, drop it down. Move slowly. Move Move slowly through the exercise. 15. When you hit that 15, you change directions. Whichever way you started, you go the opposite way. So these circles are nice because not only do they help strengthen the hips for hip mobility, but they work the whole part of the leg. So they'll work the glutes, med and min. They'll work the outer thighs. They'll work the inner thighs. They'll work the hamstrings and even a little bit of the quads and the calves. So it's a really nice lengthening and strengthening exercise that you can kind of cater tension-wise to however you want to work it. If you want a serious heavy workout, you up that tension on here, you're going to feel every part of the leg. If you drop the tension down, it's a nice relaxing stretch with a nice light tone. So we get to our 15 of these, 15 one direction, 15 the other direction, and then we're going to go one way, open, putting the heels together, and then open, bring it back up. Open and click, up and touch. Down, up, circle down, circle up, down, lift, and down, and lift. Bend your knees. Take the right side out. Come down onto the foot bar, stretch your leg out. Bring your left leg out to the side. Just let it hang open. And then if you want to go deeper into the stretch, you start bending that right knee so the left holds that, and you get a really nice stretch in your hamstrings. Hold and breathe. And then carefully take that left leg out. Bring the right foot in. And then open out to the side. Bend that knee if you want more of a stretch. Try to keep the left hip on the mat. And then bring it back. Come all the way up. And then let's take it to one blue, gear bar first position, closest to the carriage. Foot bar down, platform on. Knees on top of the platform. Elbows down. Push forward, and you're just going to push forward and back. Core work here. Forward, slow, and back. 10 of these. And then we're going to start into the spine again. Keep that tailbone tucked under. Exhale when you go forward. Nice and slow. Don't go too far. If you feel your back, you're going too far. You should feel it in your core. We're going to add on here. This is a nice spinal Push forward, bring it in. Now round your spine. Look at your belly, puff up your back, and bring it back. Push, in, round, bring it back. Push, in, round. So again, as much as it's core work here, we're getting that spine to mobilize. We're giving it that flexion. Ten of these. And then come back in. Switch to a red. So bring your knees onto the reformer. And you're going to take the, left knee is going to stay on the platform, and the right foot is going to step forward. Just position yourself as far as you can. Same stretch we did before, but we're doing it the opposite way. So you're going to push forward here. And then if you want to, stretch that calf muscle again. You're going to hold, slide. And then just push forward. This is a beautiful quad stretch. Bring that knee down. And maybe push forward again to stretch that hamstring. And then switch sides. Push forward first. Hold here wherever you like. If you want to add that extra quad, bring it up. It's a little harder this way for balance. And then turn the toes up. Stretch over. Don't be surprised if you're sore from the stretching. A lot of times we hold a lot more tightness in our bodies than we realize, and you'll feel even more sore after just stretching than you would say from like one of those intense workouts. And then just bring it down here, and you can push forward. Come all the way up. And then let's keep that red. Bring your foot bar up. Both feet are parallel. You're going to bring one foot onto the reformer. Both hands on the foot bar. So it gives you that nice lateral stretch here. Breathe as you bring forward. Inhale, bring it up. This time, up to the ceiling. Feet are still parallel. Bring it back. Both hands on. Bend your standing knee. Push away. Bring it back. Open it out again. Bring it back. And now bring one hand down. And you can stretch nice and deep here. Both legs straight for this one. Inhale, bring it back. Interlace the hands. You're going to go back down again. And lift the arms up and over. Inhale, bring it all back up. Step to the other side of the machine. So you're starting with both feet parallel, both hands on the foot bar, push away. Inhale, come back. Release the hand. Stretch it up. Bring it back. Bend that standing knee. Push away. Bring it back. Open it up. Push away. Bring it back. Both hands. Maybe down, one on, one off, or both hands down. Sink deeper here. And then bring it back. Interlace the hands. Hold. Use the arms to lift back up. Bring that carriage in. And go back to one red, one blue. Just keep your gear bar where it is. Drop the foot bar down one step. Test it. Downward dog again. So just push back. Roll those shoulders open. Bend your right knee and lengthen. Push the carriage away slightly to stretch that muscle all the way down to the calf. And then the other side. Push away slightly. Bring it back. Drop both heels down. And then come down onto your knees. Connect the toes. Child's pose here. Rest down. And then bring it all the way back up. Let's take it down to one red. Foot bar comes all the way up. Coming to a pigeon, if you can. Try to square off those hips. Little extension up. Push away, look down. Up, stretch. Drop the shoulders. Down. Lift up, stretch. And down. One more up. Push away, fold, hold here. Bring it all the way back. And then turn to the right side. You can either cross your legs or just have them like this in a mermaid. Push away with the left hand. Reach up and over. Inhale, pull it back. 3 of these. Up. On the 4th, we're going to change it. Nice stretch laterally through the side. Try to keep the shoulder, the left shoulder, down away from your ear. And then on the last one here, bring both hands on. Push away. Bring it all the way back. Let's switch sides. So we're starting with that pigeon first. If it doesn't feel good to do one before me, you can always just do it on the floor. Bring it back. Up on the inhale. big difference from one leg to the other where you feel that stretch. Drop the shoulders down, up, and this one we hold. Stay down. Use the energy of the arms to draw those shoulders away from your ears and release tension in the shoulders and neck. Look down at the straps or at the springs. Send your breath into that right hip or maybe the left hip flexor. And then come all the way back. Turn to the left side. Mermaid legs are crossed. Up to you. Bring it up. And inhale, bring it back. 3 of these. Push up. And down. Lift. And down. One more. Stay here. Turn. You should feel that stretch all the way down, laterally through that left side of your body. Bring it all the way back in. Step off. Straddle the machine one more time. We're going to do that little wide leg downward dog. And you're just going to push forward. Hold there. Bring it back. Let's do a little twist. Right hand, left headrest, left hand, right headrest. Push away, bend your left knee, and twist. Look under the right underarm. Bring it back to the center. Left hand, right hand on the left strap underneath. Hold on, where am I? I'm here. No, we're doing the other way. So we're doing the right hand under on the left headrest, the left hand over on the right. You're bending your right knee. This one's confusing. And you're looking underneath your left underarm. So it's a nice twist of the spine. So important to do extension, flexion, rotation in your spine regularly. We did all of those stretches today. Come back and release. And then nice and slow, roll it up, one vertebrae at a time. Reach the shoulders up and back and around. Just to reset. You should feel nice and open in the shoulders. Again, maybe you might feel a little bit sore from the stretches because depending on how deep you went into some of those stretches, it can be deceiving. You might feel a lot of work tomorrow, but that just means that those muscles are opening and they're releasing, which is what we want them to do. Thanks so much. Thanks for watching.